Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Yeah. Man, I'm tired as hell, bro. It was hot as hell today. Yeah. That last video I did, the 300, it was Gladiator he put up. I made a mistake, but he ain't Gladiator either. So I made a mistake. So if people watch the video and say, nah, that one 300, I know. Come to this video and I will explain all that. Now, a lot of news. Where should I begin? This is gonna be a long video. Kwame Brown, make sure you subscribe to his page. For some reason, when you hit the notification bell and try to put select all, it keep talking about something removal isn't requested or something, I don't know. But it's crazy. It's like they won't let you hit his notification bell because they don't want his videos to get out there. So we know why they're not doing it, because he's exposing a lot of stuff they don't want exposed. Now, this guy, who we like to call, can't say it yet, it ain't past 2 minutes. But this punk here went on a rant dissing Kwame Brown's deceased mother, which is disrespectful. 2, he basically called him out of his name because he wouldn't do it. He didn't do the interview with him and Judge Joe Brown together on the Kwame Brown's Bus Life's platform. So he's mad at that. So he's going around trying to cause chaos. But he always does this. He does this so he can get views. The beef you're in, it creates a lot of views. But what he doesn't understand, when everything dies down and all you're doing is, people see what you're doing, you've been exposed, but yet you're still trying to do it. And then you tried to get Judge Joe Brown to go at Kwame Brown, and it's like, dog, Judge Joe Brown ain't finna do that, because Judge Joe Brown is a man. He's old school. If he got something bad to say about you, he gonna go right to your face and say it. That's just facts. Some good water, man. Now, Kwame Brown responded back intelligently like I knew he would. And he just continues to take over, man. We have got to keep pushing him. He's the voice. He's the guy who we got to put all our stuff into. We have to. Because he's an athlete. He played in the league. So they can't run that game on him. He done seen it and did it. Now back to this. Jay Williams basically said, Kevin Durant said, don't compare me to Giannis or anybody. I'm better than them MFers or something. I'm just saying, I'm not sure if I'm saying it word for word, so don't quote me on it. But basically, Jay Williams was saying that Kevin Durant told him that he was that he's better than Giannis, and that it's all about legacy and things. First of all, that's something LeBrownies would say. LeBrownies would say that. You know how I know LeBrownies would say that? Because Jay Williams said legacy. What dumbass athlete be using legacy all the time? It's about my legacy. It's about legacy. It's about, man, your legacy is done. And then you're sending your cronies out there to basically try to push KD. You're trying to cause, see, this is what Jay Williams is doing. He's trying to light a fire under the Bucks so they could get rid of the Nets, so then they could just dump all over KD, because they don't like none of them guys over there. They don't like KD. They don't like Kyrie. They don't like James Harden. They don't like them because they built the team and they did it the right way. Kevin Durant and Kyrie went over there as free agents. They signed and they traded for James Harden. It was all legal. It's all legal. So for everybody to get upset about this, they're like, well, y'all blasted LeBron. Why y'all not blasting them? Because they just brought themselves. Kyrie and KD just brought themselves. They didn't bring like 15 players over there with them. They didn't trade for 6 or 7 players. You know, they didn't do it like a deck of cards. They didn't like the deck they had and they threw it back in there to get a reshuffle. Come on, man. You guys are stupid. You guys don't know what the hell you are talking about. Now, Kevin Durant basically just ethered them. In the words of the boy Ticket, shout out to him. Go subscribe to Ticket TV and Pro Basketball Updates. But he got ethered, or we like to say we put him on ice. I'm going to say my word. He got put on ice. KD put him on ice. Basically saying, look, man, everybody do anything just to get big in an industry that don't give a damn about them, who will just throw them away for the next big story later. And he's correct. Now I gotta change my pick. I changed my pick, LB and everybody, Uncle Frank. I'm picking the Nets in 5. Because I'm mad now. Because they're not doing it the right way. They're trying to turn Giannis and them into LeBron James. And they're trying to put all this media dump into the Bucks while hating and villainizing the Nets. It's a shame. They have to resort to this to try to beat a team that did it the right way. And everybody's going to say, they ain't do it. I say, yes, they did. Okay, how many players? LeBron James has brought 5 to 10 players to his team. When he leaves, he brings a lot of people with him. Yeah, excuse me. Now, I'm choosing the Nets. I'm rooting for the Nets, man. I hope I don't jinx them, but I'm rooting for the Nets. I'm done. I'm tired of this corruption. I'm tired of this BS. I'm tired of all this stuff. You know, but I just don't think it's gonna be that easy. I believe in Milwaukee, the Bucks are gonna wake up and they're gonna go at them. And they're going to screw the Nets bad. They're going to screw them with a lot of bad calls because it's going to be in Milwaukee. So, now, Kevin Durant is the best player on the planet, and Shannon doesn't want to concede. And none of these guys in the media want to concede. Jay Williams, they don't want to concede. Because they need Kevin Durant to be the villain. They want him to be the villain. They want to talk about him bad, make him look like he ain't this when he is. He is the best player on the planet. The guy can go left and go right. He can finish either hand. And he's doing this at like 7 feet. Might be 6'10" or above. So they're not giving him his flowers, but I'm telling you, when Kevin Durant passes on, that's when they're going to give him his flowers. They're going to do the same thing to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They don't talk about Kareem. They just recently put Kareem in the GOAT conversation. They're just doing that to discredit Kobe. That's the only reason why they're putting him there. And years down the line, they're going to give Kobe his just due and put him in the top 5. which he should have been all along. And you're going to have players, once this LeBum gets out the league and they don't have to deal with his media people or his antics, they'll actually be able to go back to talking real basketball. They can't talk about it right now because that bum is dominating ESPN. Gonna put out a tweet because he wants to still be in the spotlight. Hey, don't forget me over here, guys. Remember, I'm the king. Remember, I'm the best player in the world. And ain't been playing like that for like 6-7 years. He been playing like the worst player in the world. So I don't know, man. It's just so much hypocrisy. Excuse me, man. I'm tired. It's just too much hypocrisy in the game. Guys are just always whining, looking for fouls, looking for this and that. My thing is this. If you're not going to get the foul, take your ass to the post. Or go to the mid-range, or attack the basket. It's all right to do that, man. You could do that. You're not going to go to basketball jail if you do that. It's just a fact. This is a heavy jug. Real heavy. Just letting y'all know I'm strong as an ox. I think that's my Chinese sign, the ox. So now that we talked about that, and Kevin Durant flamed him like he was supposed to do. Kendrick had to get on him too. It's like, dude, Kevin Durant, wherever he walks into, is his team. Is his team. He's that guy. That's why Kyrie was deferring to him down the stretch, because he was hot. He was hot. So, but, you know, that situation is dumb, because Jay Williams opened his mouth and he should have shut the hell up. Now, the Joker won the MVP. Gee, we didn't see that coming. Now look, Joker got his team there. They basically boosted his popularity up. That's why they put him there, because he loves it. So you know, it's going to be interesting, because the Suns are going to give them problems. I believe that series going 7. So we got to see if Joker going to step up. Now, we have to look at the situation for what it is. You know, Joker balled out this year, but I don't think he was better than Julius or what's his face, or Joel Embiid. I think they gave they didn't give it to Joel Embiid because he got hurt, so they penalized him for that, which it shouldn't be. It's not fair for that, but they do what they do. So you know how it is. You know how it is. It's like, man, not feel like going to work tomorrow, but I got to. Now, the person who should have got it was Joel Embiid, because after watching the last game, he earned it. Because that guy, Paul George, not Paul George, but I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn, that's why I know I'm tired. I forgot, but they treat us as if we're objects and stuff. They treat the athlete as like they're obsolete, like they could always bring another one in. So you know. But my thing is this. This is my thing. The media has a vote in this stuff. So that's why I don't go with who's the best pump faker or this and that, who's the best assist man, blah, blah, blah. So, you know. It's tough, man. So, but, I feel like the Lakers should trade LeBronies and Anthony Davis. And Cottonelle Davis, they ought to sell them. But yeah. Lakers are going to have an overhaul of players. It's going to be ugly. But I'm about to get into this crib, start watching the game. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Q, man, you are right. That Lloyd Banks, that Banco. Oh my gosh, dog. When it starts off, it is a banger. He murdered that propane in the sidewalks. Oh, God. Lloyd Banks is a genius. And then the song with Benny the Butcher was oh my goodness. It's like Benny the Butcher came in, didn't matter. Lloyd Banks is in my top 5, bro. He's in my top 5 of top lyricists. This man is cold. I mean, when you expect him to fall off, man, he need to take 15 years off and come back with a CD. And I bet it'll be fire. This was fire, dog. I am proud of Lloyd Banks. Banks came out and let him have it. This was a complete album. And a lot of you guys who are battle rappers, you guys have got to listen to this album. This album is a masterpiece. To me, I think it's a classic. Lloyd Banks came back and just tore a frame in it. Tore the frame out of it. It was amazing. It's just amazing, man. I'm like, wow. So, you know. Y'all gotta cop that album, excuse me. Y'all gotta cop that album, man. That album is fuego. I mean, fuego. Crazy. But the album go hard. Everybody talking about the strangest things. Now, look, 50's not going to respond because 50, why does he need to? 50 would respond if he got an album coming out. Now, if he got an album coming out, then yeah, 50 will respond. But to me, what is he responding at? Banks really didn't diss him. He really didn't diss him. He was just playing off of, you know, how 50 has been towards him. 50 has really, you know, been the one dissing Lloyd Banks. Banks ain't really say nothing. But the thing is, if I'm Banks, you probably would have never been known unless 50 put you out there. 50 put you in a position where you're able to come out with these CDs and to come out with stuff. But now, all I'm saying is it's two sides to a coin. So now we're hearing from Banks, you know, I was grinding, but damn, I never really got credit. You know, it's like, and then his mom and dad died. See, when his mom got out, I don't think his mom and dad died. His dad died and his mom got a stroke. 50 didn't understand is that, you know, but what Banks got to understand, 50, yeah, y'all buddies, but 50 is a businessman. He's running a record label. And I understand, because that's tough. I would never run a record label, ever. Ever, 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 ever. Because it's too many personalities, and guys, you got the guys who get jealous, you got the guys who are lazy, who you gotta damn near punch to get them over to a show. It's a lot of things, man, that's going on. But what Banks said, Banks really wasn't dissing to me. Banks really was just, you know, letting him know, so what, I'm lazy or whatever. But my talent still is the best, and it is. I'm sorry, it's like, man, I would let him sit out 5 years. This guy's cold. And I know, man, because, bro, the bars, the structure, oh my gosh. Banks he murdered the CD. You know, the CD was like incredible from beginning to the end, dog. Like the CD it's good. This is a CD, like all you new garbage artists and rappers, you need to listen to this album. This is a classic. This is a writing CD. This is where we put it in the deck. We don't change or skip a song CD. That's what this is. Lloyd Banks has came back and said, I am the best lyrically. I'm in the top 10. And shit, I think he's in my top 5 now. I'm sorry. Lloyd Banks is up there, man. Lloyd Banks is, out of all the guys who were battle rappers and well, Banks wasn't a battle rapper, but I heard he did used to battle. But, you know, but if I'm 50, if I'm promoting something, that's when he's going to take a shot at Banks. You know, that's when he's going to take a shot. But as of right now, I don't see it. You know, it has to be something for him to, you know. And to me, 50 wasn't really dissing him. 50 told the truth. He told the truth about him. You got Lazy Lloyd tatted on you. But I like that line where he says, say I'm lazy, but my talent is great. It's like, man, this album, I'm going to do a full review on it. But man, Q, you right. But I don't think Fifth's going to come back when he's promoting something. If he's promoting something, then that's when he'll take a shot at Banks. But I believe he heard it. But just wanted to chop it up with you guys. Thank you for listening, and we are out. Deezy!